How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Malkas channel. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. We've got two of the biggest hip-hop stars in the world going at each other's throats like a pair of rabid animals.
They came bounding over.
If you've been on the internet at all in the past 2 weeks, you've almost definitely seen at least fans of both of these people going after each other. On one hand, we have the Drake fans that are going, "Oh, Drake, or Kendrick's a really little guy. He's got little feet and stuff." And then on the other side, we've got Kendrick fans being like, "Oh, Drake's a little pussy. He touches little kids and stuff." It's going crazy. It's an absolute wasteland out there. Now, if you don't know what's going on, I'm going to take you under my wing, like the little baby that you are, and you can suckle on the teat and find out what's going on. And if you do know what's going on, keep watching anyway, because you're gonna find out some more. It's pretty complicated stuff, all right?
Yeah, what's going on? It's Kendrick Lamar. Right now you're logged on to goodfellamedia.com. Y'all stay tuned. High power, top dog.
So Drake and Kendrick go back to about 2011, when a young Kendrick Lamar was about to release his first studio album, Section 80, and our boy Drizzy, whose nickname I've only just discovered isn't a euphemism for pre-cum, let Kendrick feature on what's considered one of his best albums, Take Care. And then the next year in February, inviting Kendrick alongside A$AP Rocky to open on his Club Paradise tour.
This is my brother A$AP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar. This is my brother Chasing Cash. We all ask you just one favor. Y'all keep working on being the beautiful people that you are, and we're gonna keep giving you this music that you love so much.
At this point in time, Drake and Kendrick seemed like pretty good friends. They were doing songs together, they enjoyed each other's company, and both of them openly said that they liked the other. His record label wanted him to have artists that were more similar to his style, but Drake said, "No, fuck you. I want Kendrick and I want A$AP Rocky. I like those guys and I like what they do." Later on in October, Kendrick and Drake would work together again on the song Fucking Problems by A$AP Rocky. And then finally, Drake would appear on the freshly released Kendrick Lamar album, Good Kid, Mad City, on the song Poetic Justice. Good Kid, Mad City debuted at number 2 on the charts and went on to sell 1,720,000 copies, and cementing Kendrick as one of the best hip-hop artists in the game. Sadly, this was the last time the two of them would work together on a song. You might be thinking it's in a pretty good place right now in the story. They like each other, they're working together, there's no bad blood between them at all. It's gonna change later on, alright? It's gonna change a lot. In August of 2013, Kendrick would feature on Big Sean's song Control. And after mentioning J. Cole, Meek Mill, Drake, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, A$AP Rocky, Tyler the Creator, Mac Miller, Big Sean, and Jay Electronica, Kendrick would state, "I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you people. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you people. They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you people." Now, everyone that Kendrick mentioned understood that this was just a bit of competitive banter. Kendrick wasn't saying he hated these people, he was saying that he had love for all of them, but he's trying to be the best, and to be the best, he has to do better than them. Well, everyone understood, except for Drake. Now, Drake's a bit of a sensitive guy, we all know that. Even if you're a fan of him, you would know that he is pretty sensitive. He takes things to heart. That can be bad and that can sometimes be good. I mean, this is the guy that sent Anthony Fantano a message saying that his life is a 1 and it's only a 1 because he wifed a black girl. Drake's pretty sensitive. He stated on Billboard magazine that month, "I didn't really have anything to say about it. It just sounded like an ambitious thought to me. That's all it was. I know good and well that Lamar's not murdering me at all, in any platform, so when that day presents itself, I guess we can revisit the topic." Revisit the topic he did. Now from here it starts to get a little bit complicated. The feud between the two was kind of bubbling like a volcano getting ready to explode and juice cream all over the hip-hop community, just like P. Diddy did when he... No, I'm not going to finish that. Kendrick, on King Kunta, calls out Drake by saying, "I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, what the fuck happened? Oh no, I swore I wouldn't tell, but most of y'all share bars like you got the bottom bunk in a 2-man cell. A 2-man cell. Is this good? Is this entertaining? A white Australian guy reading out these raps? I hope it is. A few months later, Drake was revealed to have ghostwriters by rapper Meek Mill, so I think it's safe to assume that Kendrick was talking about Drake in particular on this track. Now you'll notice a lot of this going on between the two, kind of just sending subliminal messages to each other with no direct call-outs. And it keeps going like this for a fairly long time. Kendrick would later say that this is something Drake did a lot of, and a lot of Kendrick fans are also saying that. They were both doing it. They were both doing the subliminal messaging shit. Maybe Drake a little bit more than Kendrick, but they were definitely both doing that.
True definition of what being an artist was, you know. From the jump, I thought it was about the accolades and the cars and the clothes, but it's really about expressing yourself and putting that paint on the canvas for the world to evolve, for the next listener, the next generation after that, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop has done that for me. I got a lot of guys in this building right now that I still idolize to this day. Jay-Z, Nas, Puff, you know? These guys showed me the game through their lyrics from close and from afar.
Throughout this time, Kendrick would cement himself as one of the best creative minds in hip-hop, winning a Grammy for his album To Pimp a Butterfly, and later winning a Pulitzer Award for his album Damn, that came out in 2017. Now, between 2017 and last year, it was nothing but just a lot of sneak dissing between the two of them. No sort of direct insults to one another, but you could tell that there wasn't really anything going on between the two that was positive. It was all pretty negative, but the beef really started to kick in last year, in 2023, when Drake and J. Cole released First Person Shooter, and J. Cole said this on the track: "Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey, or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali." Nothing crazy in my opinion, just a little bit of jabbing. I don't know, Kendrick's not as good as the other two, or who knows. But it was enough to launch that volcano into overdrive and spill juice everywhere, just like P did. March 22, 2024. Kendrick would hit Drake and J. Cole with some bars on the track Like That by Future and Metro Booming. Fuck sneak dissing. First Person Shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches. Motherfuck the big 3. People, it's just big me. Now, a few days later, Drake would respond to this kind of on his tour while on stage.
The way I'm feeling is the same way I want you to walk out of here feeling about yourself. Because you know how I'm feeling? I got my head up high, my back straight, I'm 10 toes down in Florida or anywhere else I go, and I know that no matter what, it's not a on this earth that can ever me in my life.
And then later on in April would release the diss track Push Ups with this as the cover art, making fun of Kendrick's very small stature. Not gonna lie, I might be a little bit biased. You can probably see in the background here I have some records. Kendrick, one of them's actually signed. I swear I didn't pay a ridiculous amount of money to have that. A couple of years ago, I actually went to go see Kendrick in Melbourne.
I own Frank's too. I own Frank's. I own Frank's.
Kendrick is very small. In real life, he's really small. He's a very small guy. Drake makes fun of it a lot. Anyway, Drake started to get a lot more personal and harsh towards Kendrick, calling him a pipsqueak and basically saying that Compton, where Kendrick is from, has more love for Drake than him. Drake also fires at Rick Ross, The Weeknd, Metro Booming, Future, and more. Then later on in April, Drake would release another diss track called Tailor Made Freestyle, featuring, I shit you not, an AI vocal bar from Tupac and then another AI vocal from Snoop Dogg, which, come on, dude. Snoop Dogg's alive, bro. Why don't you just get Snoop Dogg to feature on the... If Snoop Dogg wanted to be on the song, he would just do it. And Tupac, he's fucking dead, man. That's... I don't know. It's kind of that's pretty crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of really fucked up. And a lot of other people thought it was really fucked up too. It's pretty disrespectful. I think everyone can agree on that. Very cringe. This song's pretty shit, and it's obvious he's trying to use Kendrick's biggest influences to kind of hit him where it hurts. But it comes across as a bit desperate and just completely misses the mark. Later on, Tupac's estate even made Drake delete the song from all of his social media platforms. Then, after Drake pushing hard for Kendrick to respond to him, he finally did, by releasing on April 30th the 6-minute long diss track Euphoria, seemingly just obliterating Drake, stating at the beginning of the song, "Don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell no truth about you." The song features bars such as, "I hate the way that you walk, I hate the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak diss. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck because they confuse themselves with real women. After this, Kendrick would attack Drake once again with a diss track released 72 hours after the last, called 616 in LA, featuring a line that pretty much claims that somebody working for Drake is giving Kendrick information behind Drake's back. Also saying that everyone that works for Drake is secretly wishing for his downfall. The title 616 in LA is a reference to multiple things, such as the fact that the show Euphoria was released on the 16th of June 2019, a show that Drake is an executive producer on, and also what Kendrick was referencing in the title of his last song. Now, it's speculated that Kendrick was using this song to bait Drake into going a little bit harder and mentioning his family, because he had something up his sleeve for when that happened. 14 hours later, Drake's Family Matters was released. This track, in my opinion, is Drake's best song in the drama. It's very catchy. It's actually genuinely a really good song. And when this was released, I kind of thought like, oh shit, man, like how's Kendrick gonna reply to this? But you'll see how Kendrick responds to it. The music video is also really cool. Features video of a van very similar to the one used in Kendrick's famous album, Good Kid, Mad City, being crushed while Drake raps for 7.5 minutes. I'll read out some of the more important lines from this song that will kind of add a bit to what happens later on. Say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean. Been with black and white and everything that's in between. You, the black messiah, wifing up a mixed queen and hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? We could have left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You did her dirty all your life. You're trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. Dave Free is a business partner of Kendrick's, I believe. Drake then spends a few minutes dissing people like Rick Ross. Then, most importantly, he goes in a bit harder about Kendrick's relationship with his longtime girlfriend, Whitney, accusing Kendrick of beating her. There's nowhere to hide, there's nowhere to hide. You know what I mean? They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat your queen. So yeah, obviously shit's starting to get pretty serious here. Stuff's getting personal on both sides, and you can see both of them getting way more invested in the beef. And at this point in time, fans online were speculating as to who's telling the truth and what's going on, and they were fighting each other to the fucking death online. Like, it's just an absolute massacre. Drake fans would only have a few minutes of happiness and comfort after this song was released, because Kendrick had 3 fucking nuclear warheads on standby getting ready for Drake to mention his family. Less than 1 hour after Drake released Family Matters, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grahams with an album cover revealing the rest of the glove image in his last song, showing that he had a hold of some of Drake's personal items, including a prescription of Ozempic, insomnia medication, and a shirt alongside the glove, all presumably items owned by Drake that Kendrick's inside man had gotten a hold of, proving that Kendrick really did have someone on the inside supplying him with information and, from the looks of it, personal effects. Besides that, Kendrick spends this song sending messages to all of Drake's family. To Drake's son, Adonis, he said this: I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. Let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you shit. Next, he moves on to Drake's mother, Sandra. Your son got some habits. I hope you don't undermine them, especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotion, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. He then moves on to Drake's father. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopathic intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Then he goes back for another message for his mother. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think people like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He got sex offenders on HOVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around them. Now, the song goes on for a long time. I don't want to read out the whole fucking thing. If I could, I would just play the messages for you, but I don't know, the video will get taken down for copyright, so you're just gonna have to listen to this little white Australian boy read them out to you. You're welcome. Kendrick basically warns people that Drake and the people on his team are sexual predators, and that Drake has serious issues with drugs, alcohol, and gambling. He then goes on to mention Drake's rumored secret children that people have been talking about for a while, and most notably an 11-year-old girl that supposedly Drake had hidden from the world. While this song was plenty enough of a punch to Drake for Kendrick to leave it there and await a response, he decided to go back with one last diss. Psst, I see dead people. Less than 24 hours later, Kendrick released the most vile, disgusting song I've ever heard in my life. Not Like Us, a club banger that went absolutely viral. The song calls Drake and his team pedophiles in some of the funniest bars I've ever seen in a song. Now I think I can play this song because Kendrick actually removed the copyright for reactionary people on YouTube, so I think it's going to be okay if I put it in the video. We'll find out anyway. If it's there, if it's not there, I'll put up subtitles if I'm not allowed to use it, I guess.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Currently, at the time of recording this video, Not Like Us is at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, with Kendrick's other diss, Euphoria, at #3, and then Drake's diss, Family Matters, down at #7. At this point, the fans on either side were going crazy, going at each other's throats, and endlessly talking about who's won the beef, and what Drake is going to do to respond to this absolute insult. In sheer volume and harshness and numbers, Kendrick was ahead in the battle, but Drake still had one more song left in him. He wasn't ready to throw in the towel just yet, with another song coming on May the 5th called The Heart Part 6, a play on Kendrick's critically acclaimed The Heart series. The idea behind this is that when Kendrick releases his Part 6, people will search up The Heart Part 6 and Drake's song will pop up where he's roasting Kendrick. At the time of making this video, this is the final song in the beef, so you don't have to listen for too much longer, I promise. Drake tries to disprove Kendrick's claims of him having an 11-year-old daughter by revealing that he had actually planted that information as bait for Kendrick to take and then disprove him later on. Keep in mind, he hasn't proven that he actually did do that. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you're not concerned with investigation. He states that he expected the pedophile claims when he says, "This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected." Now, the part that makes it a really terrible response for me and a lot of other people is Drake misunderstanding the song from Kendrick Lamar in which he talks about his struggles living in the black community and with the sex crimes that were going on. A family member of his was exposed as somebody that diddled kids, and Kendrick really struggled to try to tell his mum that he wasn't one of the kids that was impacted by it. His mum, obviously affected by generational trauma, did not believe him, and thus Kendrick made the song. It's a great song and it's absolutely amazing, but it goes completely over Drake's head because in the next part he tries to say that the song is about Kendrick being molested, even though it's not. If you listen to it, Kendrick was not molested in the song at all. So I don't know how Drake and his team thought that that was the message behind it. I guess they didn't really fucking listen to it properly. But anyway, Drake talks about it. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This is when your father leave you home alone with no protection. So neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you're so obsessed with, it's so excessive. And then there is another line that's being clowned on heaps online at the moment, understandably. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. You're too famous to be a pedophile. No. Now, The Heart Part 6 wasn't received very well by many critics and fans. The many contradictions and misunderstandings on Drake's side was proof to many people that Drake was getting desperate, but many of Drake's loyal fans are standing on the position that Drake won, while many of Kendrick's fans are saying the opposite. Honestly, at the end of the day, these are two millionaires fighting each other with no proof of either thing that's happened. I don't think we should sit here and say on either side that this person's the winner and this person's the winner until there's proof of either of the things that they're saying. Drake needs to release proof that Kendrick beats his wife, and Kendrick needs to release proof that Drake touches kids. Like, there is no proof on either side at all yet. So we'll see what happens. You're allowed to have a personal opinion on who you think is winning and who you believe more. Personally, I think Kendrick's on the winning side, but again, don't let yourself get too emotional about it. Just enjoy it for what it is. Don't go online and go crazy at the fan base of the other person because you think the opposite. Like, it's fine. They're millionaires. They'll be okay. Like, these people have like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, just relax, all right? Currently, Not Like Us has become a club banger all around the world, and even LeBron James, one of Drake's biggest idols, was caught dancing to the song at a club, so I'm sure that has probably hit Drake pretty hard more than anything. But then, on Wednesday the 8th of May, Drake's house was shot in a drive-by shooting, with one of his security guards being hit and left in critical condition. It's unclear at the moment whether Kendrick was involved in this or not, but I'm willing to bet that he wasn't, because if he was involved in any way, it would be really stupid, because he is obviously enemy number one. There was also a couple of just like mental people that tried to break into Drake's house or something and got arrested, but hopefully Drake's security guard is okay. I mean, that's probably not good, being shot. Hopefully he survives. Obviously that guy's innocent. He doesn't deserve any of that, and I would really hate for this on either end to end in people dying. Obviously we've had enough of that go on in the past, with deaths of absolutely amazing rappers being taken just because of some stupid fucking beef. I also have to mention that while recording this today, I found out that there was a Twitter account made by the name of Ebony Prince 2K24, who posted a video of the objects that were on display in the Meet the Grahams video, revealing that he is the guy that supplied the picture of those things to Kendrick. It's a really cryptic video, and he's showing off in more detail the prescriptions of the Ozempic and the sleeping tablets. I've seen people online say that those bottles of sleeping tablets are suspicious because apparently that brand is commonly used for date rape. Probably just sleeping pills, dude. I don't know. There's no proof of that either. Not gonna lie, reading through this cunt's Twitter was like just fucked. It almost gave me a brain aneurysm. He's trying to be like the fucking Joker or the Riddler or some shit from Batman. He's speaking in just the most confusing way humanly possible and just not giving out much actual information at all. So maybe by the time I edit and release this video, there'll be more information about who he is and what he's even trying to fucking talk about here. But the gist that I got from it, from what I can gather, this guy's probably a security guard for Drake, or somebody more likely that works at the hotel that Drake was staying at. He released some kind of security camera screenshot of Drake walking into the hotel with that journalist guy, I forgot his name. And then he's also talking about how Drake stating that those items were stolen is stopping him from getting money that he's owed. Maybe Kendrick was supposed to pay this guy money to send him the photo of the items, but won't because he believes Drake when Drake said that the items were stolen or whatever, and the guy's not getting the money. Who fucking knows? I mean, he's just been spitting absolute shit on Twitter. By the time I upload this, hopefully there's more information about that. So yeah, we're basically all caught up. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could like the video and subscribe, it would really help me out a lot. And comment below who you think is winning the battle. Again, it's okay to have an opinion on it, but just, you know, just keep it civil in the comments down there, guys. I know you fucking Drake fans get a bit sensitive sometimes. Again, I'm not biased at all, I promise. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Mwah.